Tell me, does it?
Nike's iconic trademark is everywhere, on the apparel of hundreds of athletes and captured on countless podiums. This should be a crowning moment for the 60-year-old company. But behind the scenes, Nike is faltering. Once seen as an unstoppable force in growth, the company has now shocked investors with a downturn that was almost impossible to predict. In the fiscal third quarter of 2024, Nike reported disappointing results across the board.
For the fiscal fourth quarter, it looks like a miss pretty much across the board.
This is the first real time that you're seeing Nike really struggle with competition,
marking the first significant sign of the company's struggle against intensifying competition. Over the past few years, Nike's market value has nosedived, now worth over $120 billion less than during the last Summer Olympic Games. Meanwhile, its arch-rival Adidas has managed to fare better, despite facing its own public relations crises. It's almost an inverse relationship between the two top global athleisure brands, competing fiercely in an ever-evolving space. So, how did Nike run into trouble? It all started back in January 1964, a month that saw the birth of influential figures like Jeff Bezos and Michelle Obama, and also, less literally, Nike. Through innovation, partnerships, and iconic marketing, Nike has dominated sportswear ever since. The slogan, "Just Do It," became a powerful mantra that helped cement its status as a leader in the industry.
Just do it.
Nike has always excelled at storytelling, boasting a roster of great athletes that made consumers feel connected to their idols, like Michael Jordan. For much of Nike's history, that connection was fostered through foot traffic in stores. However, in the past decade, Nike began to question the necessity of these retail partners. When John Donahoe took over as CEO in 2020, he was brought on to modernize Nike's online operations, leveraging his experience from eBay, one of the biggest e-commerce companies. The pandemic accelerated this shift, with everything moving online e-commerce, apps, and platforms like Amazon. Nike's sneakers app became the go-to for limited releases, driving consumers towards more casual clothing, including sneakers, as formal footwear demand plummeted. Donahoe pointed to these results as proof that his strategy was working, and began cutting ties with retailers. Nike aimed for digital sales to comprise 60% of its business, striving for a balanced direct-to-consumer approach. This shift forced retailers like Foot Locker to become less reliant on Nike and seek other brands to fill the gap, benefiting smaller rivals like Hoka and On. However, as the world reopened, it turned out that people still enjoyed buying shoes in physical stores, where Nike was no longer as present. Instead, shoppers discovered rival brands with fresh, innovative styles they had been craving. Nike's rapid pivot to technology, while strategically sound, may have been too fast, leaving it vulnerable as the retail landscape evolved.
Know that there's a cyclical trend in retail away from bricks and mortar and towards technology, but it looks like Nike just pivoted too fast.
Nike's focus on lifestyle brands like Air Force Ones and Dunks paid off during the pandemic, but the lack of new offerings has since become apparent. The Dunk, once highly coveted, became oversaturated with constant releases in different colors, diluting its appeal and leaving consumers wanting something new. This is a story of missteps masked by a pandemic sales boom. Nike underestimated its need for retail partners post-lockdown, inadvertently freeing up shelf space for rivals to showcase the innovative styles Nike lacked. This miscalculation led to Nike issuing a profit warning early in 2024. Triggering the largest single-day drop in its share price on record, a staggering 14% decline. Yet, despite these setbacks, the Nike brand remains powerful, and the company is still the world's largest sportswear retailer, generating over $40 billion in annual revenue. This provides a strong foundation for a potential turnaround. To spearhead this recovery, Nike has rehired 30-year veteran Tom Petty, who retired 4 years earlier with a singular goal: rebuild relationships with retailers and provide exciting new products for store shelves. Nike's CEO has cautioned that the next year will be a period of transition, but he believes the brand's comeback has already begun. The focus will be on introducing more innovation across its product lines, particularly in running and lifestyle segments where it has lagged. With a renewed emphasis on innovation and a major marketing push, Nike aims to reclaim its dominance, especially in the running market, where competitors like On and Hoka have been gaining ground rapidly. The 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris will be a pivotal moment for Nike, a chance to showcase its vision of sport to the world. With brand exposure to potentially the largest viewership in history, the success of Nike's innovation could translate into medals and a renewed sense of momentum. Key athletes like LeBron James and Kevin Durant will need to shine at the Olympics for this to be a triumph for Nike. In Donahoe's words, this is a pinnacle moment for the company, a chance to communicate its vision of sport on a global stage. The stakes are high, but so too is the potential for Nike to reignite its brand and chart a new course for the future. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on Nike's journey and other major stories in the world of sports and business, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring you more in-depth content like this.